Commissioner Bobby Carrillo.
Here.
Commissioner Ramiro Caballero.
Present.
Mayor Pro Tem Daniel Chavez.
Here.
Commissioner Ricardo Medina.
Present.
And Commissioner Itza Flores.
Present.
We do have a quorum.
Move to excuse absent members.
So move.
Second.
Oh,
Motion passes.
Second.
In a hurry. Motion passes. Let's go.
Item 1B, Pledge of Allegiance and Invocation by Myra Gomez.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Heavenly Father, we thank you for giving us the privilege of serving our city. We come to you today asking for your guidance, wisdom, and support as we begin this meeting. Lord, please grant us the grace to come up with the best possible and morally right decisions that would best benefit the people we serve. Lord, please guide us accordingly so that we will always put our residents' interest above our own. May this meeting be lively and productive, and may the desired outcome be achieved. Please bless this group and keep us safe in our loving arms. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you, Myra. We'll be moving on to item 2, proclamations, and Dr. Caballero will be reading the proclamation proclaiming April 9th through the 15th, 2023 as National Public Safety Telecommunicators Week. And I know Ms. Salinas is in the audience. If you can please join us. You have your staff as well, or some of your staff members.
Yes.
Welcome, guys. Join us.
Thank you.
Yes.
Welcome, everybody.
Thank you.
Okay. Whereas 911 is nationally recognized as the number to call in an emergency for immediate help from police, fire, or EMS services, the public safety communicators are the front line of our first responders upon whom the safety and rescue of citizens depend. And whereas public safety communicators provide the vital link between people calling for help and the public safety agencies with which they communicate, the heroic operators serve callers at public safety answering points. And whereas public safety communicators are responsible for dispatching essential life-saving teams to the correct location as quickly as possible, the operators must continually learn and adapt to 911 technology to meet the needs of residents and of the rescue teams. And whereas public safety telecommunicators of the City of Pharr Public Safety Communications Department have contributed substantially to the apprehension of criminals, suppression of fires, and treatment of patients. And whereas while the Texas chapter of National Emergency Number Association and the Association of Public Safety Officials represent telecommunicators, directors, planning professionals, and industry service providers, it is crucial that the policymakers at all levels of government understand the importance of 911, the intricacies of the current system, and the necessary steps for the ongoing modernization of the 911 system. Now, therefore, I, Ramiro Caballero, in behalf of Ambrosio Hernandez, Mayor of the City of Pharr, Texas, by virtue of the authority vested in him, and on behalf of the Mayor of the City and City Commission, do hereby proclaim the week of April 9th to the 15th, 2023, as National Public Safety Telecommunicators Week.
So, Mayor.
Did you introduce your team already?
No, not yet.
Make sure,
Mayor.
remember you're addressing the public?
Yes.
So make sure you introduce everybody.
My name is Sarah Salinas, Assistant Director for Public Safety Communications for the records. I would just like to say thank you for taking time to recognize our telecommunications operators. We are beyond proud of our staff and all the hard work that they do. They are the first line of contact whenever anyone is calling 911 or our non-emergency lines and requesting police, fire, or EMS. I just want to say thank you to all our telecommunications operators for all their hard work, their dedication, the compassion and professionalism to the citizens of our community. So thank you.
Great. You want to introduce everybody?
Yes, so this is Carlos Avendano. He's been with us for 2 years.
Nice.
And we have a fairly new staff because
Good.
we have some at our national conference and some working right now.
Sure.
Sydney Martinez,
Okay.
who's been with us for a month. Abigail Cuevas, who's been with us for 6 months.
Okay.
We have George Bettis, who's also been with us for a month as well. And Ms. Reina Llanos, who was actually with the city and just transferred from public utilities. So it's actually her first day. So, yes.
Well,
Welcome.
Yeah,
Thank you.
great. So where are you guys housed at?
We are at,
100 West Ferguson?
yes.
The 495 project, that one?
Yeah, next to the Lone Star Bank.
Yes.
Perfect people I want to talk to. So, it's good that this is coming up. So the cities have got together, and county-wise, we want to mimic what's being done elsewhere in the nation. And what I mean by that is we need a 911 center for the entire county. And that way, for instance, if, heaven forbid, somebody has a car accident or a stroke or a heart attack anywhere in the county, we should be able to communicate with one comm center that's linked to all the hospitals. So we can look at the hospitals, for instance, and we should be able to tell you, you know what, like Pharr EMS, for instance, or Lone Star EMS, whichever it is. You know what, you guys are going to take the call. You should be able to route that to, if Nat Medical Center currently has a bed available for a stroke, there's a stroke center there, or somebody needs we think is having a heart attack and need to have a cardiologist there to intervene, right? Or heart surgery, the team is ready, the ER bed is available, your ICU bed is available. So we're gonna be able to tell where can we send you, right, as a person from Dow County as a whole, where can we send you where you have all those assets immediately available? And so now your loved ones or yourself, God forbid, but it might be, now you're gonna be sent somewhere whether it's the heart hospital, right, or NAP or Mission, doesn't matter. But wherever they have all the assets immediately available to you right now, rather than, because if you're in our health system, you know what happens. Sometimes we're waiting around in the ER for more than 4 hours, right? That's bad. We show up and sometimes the doctor is either not there or is coming from out of town. We're full, right? Because we don't have enough beds in the valley, right? And so it's a problem. Or we don't have that infrastructure, and not every hospital is built the same, but it's closest to you. But actually, that may be a detriment to you, because if or we believe you're having a stroke and we don't get it right because there's not an MRI machine, but you're the closest hospital, that doesn't help your family. So we need to be able to do that quickly, and that's where you guys are going to come in. So that's coming down the pipe where all the cities are getting together and we're doing this, and I know they're going to be visiting your site because we told them about the comm center, right?
Yes, sir.
And so they're going to be looking at how we all can collaborate together as one county, but all the cities are leading it, just so you know. So
Yes,
it's a
sir.
great time for you guys.
That sounds good. Thank
So-
you.
Congratulations to you. And if you can step up here, we can take a photo with you guys.
Okay, next up, item 2B, proclamation proclaiming April 10th through the 14th, 2023 as National Community Development Week. And I know we do have grants management staff to receive the proclamation, which will be proclamation B and C. So we would read both proclamations and then we'll do the picture with the group.
Wonderful. Welcome.
Mayor, City Council, thank you. On behalf of the Community Block Development staff and the Grants Department, we will be certainly celebrating the 49th Annual CDBG Week downtown. It's on a Wednesday, April the 12th, between 5 and 7. This is a great opportunity to meet about 10 to 12 agencies that we provide funding, but also they're going to provide educational booth on site so the community can come and join us in celebration, but also understand the organizations that we fund that are critical for providing public services here in the city of Pharr.
Yes, he was part of that department, yes.
Go ahead.
So on behalf of our director, City Garza Reyes, and the staff that we have currently here with my side is Mario Palomo. He's also a grants manager too, and Iris Mata, which represents community specialist there at the CDBG, and Sandra, and she's the community CDBG manager. Right now she's in training, but we're here to serve and provide this opportunity for the community to join us on April the 12th between 5 and 7, and the organizations will be on site to provide education.
Wonderful, good. You want to say a few words, or you good?
I'm good.
All right. What about the young lady?
We're just encourage the public to come out, come and join us, so that way they can learn what kind of services the public services that the agencies provide, so that way they can come out and learn a little bit what we can provide to the community as well.
Okay, can you say something in Spanish?
Le quiero dar la oportunidad de la comunidad que venga, vamos a completar 49 años de festejar al CDBG, y va a ser aquí en abril 12 de las 5 a las 7, y es importante la comunidad que venga, los acompaña, y las agencias que nosotros damos fondos por el CDBG, ahí van a estar con nosotros y reconocen a los programas que están aquí en la comunidad para que les den los servicios que necesitan ellos.
Also, I remember this. This 2015, I remember it was different leaderships, I remember. And I remember the headaches that we inherited. And I want to thank you guys, because you cleaned it up. Because even to now, some of the letters we've received have been from the past, right? But under your leadership and you guys' guidance and what you guys have been doing, you know, the city's very proud of the fact that, you know, there's no citations, right? The biggest problems we've ever had have been cleaning up the past. And it takes a lot to take that on, to take that responsibility, and you never complain. You never point fingers. You say, you know what, I'm in charge now, I'll take care of it. That's very good. That's what a good leader does. So congratulations to you and your department, okay?
Sir, thank you.
And Commissioner Chavez will be reading the first proclamation.
So thanks to the nonprofits that participate.
Good.
Whereas the city of Pharr is a participant in the Community Development Block Grant, CDBG, program which funds social and public services, community projects, and housing programs. And whereas in the city and in communities throughout the nation, 48 years of Community Development Block Grant Program funding has developed a strong working network of relationships between this local government, residents of community development, target neighborhoods, and a number of nonprofit agencies which provide services and help make possible our commitment to those neighborhoods. And whereas that during National Community Development Week, the city will give special thanks and recognition of all participants whose hard work and devotion to the neighborhood and their low and moderate income residents help ensure the quality and effectiveness of the Community Development Block Grant Program. Now therefore, I, Daniel Chavez, on behalf of Ambrosio Hernandez, Mayor of the City of Pharr, takes it by virtue of the authority vested in him, and on behalf of the Mayor and the City Commission, do hereby proclaim week of April 10 to the 14th of 2023 as the National Community Development Week.
And then if we can have Commissioner Medina also read the proclamation proclaiming April 2023 as Fair Housing Month.
Whereas April is observed as a Fair Housing Month across the country, and whereas the Fair Housing Act recognizes, supports, and encourages the right of every person, regardless of race, color, creed, gender, national origin, family status, or disability, to live in the housing of the individual's choice. And whereas the Fair Housing Organization and partners will observe the month of April with special activities and events in recognition of the Federal Fair Housing Act and the important role it plays in our community. And whereas in Pharr, Texas, we encourage all of our citizens to join in this national effort to assure housing opportunities for all Americans in all neighborhoods throughout the nation. Now, therefore, I, Ricardo Medina, on behalf of Ambrosio Hernandez, Mayor of the City of Pharr, Texas, by the virtue of the authority vested in him and on behalf of the City Commission, with your hereby proclaim the month of April 2023 as the Fair Housing Month.
All right, good. So, can I have it, Can I have it?
Thank you.
Thank you, and if you guys can please join them up here for
Yeah,
a
got
group
your pics.
picture. Get out of the way. You should have, yeah, that's good.
Thank you. Thank you for doing that.
Thank you,
Yeah, I'm
guys.
just getting my information.
And we'll
sorry.
be moving on to item 2D, proclamation proclaiming the month of April 2023 as National Child Abuse Prevention Month. And we do have the police department and Chief Gonzalez here to receive the proclamation. They will also be receiving the proclamation on item E, so we'll do the same, read both proclamations, and then take a picture, a group picture.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Juan Gonzalez, Acting Chief of Police. Mayors, Commissioner, City Manager, Ms. Anali. Just want to thank you for your support in these two proclamations being presented today. National Child Abuse Prevention Month recognizes the importance of family and communities working together to prevent child abuse and neglect. Our agency, to include the staff that we have here today, provide prevention services and support throughout the year. We do this by partnering and collaborating with agencies in our region, all in an effort to help protect children and strengthen families. National Sexual Assault Awareness Month is an initiative to raise public awareness about sexual assault and provide education to our communities and individuals on sexual assault violence. I'd like to introduce who I have here with us today. We have Assistant Chief Joel Robles with us here today.
Welcome, Chief.
We have crime victims also liaison, Josie Ariano.
Hi, Joseph.
We have Alan Cantu, Domestic Violence Coordinator. We have Domestic Violence Coordinator also, Mr. Mario Garza.
Welcome.
And we have Sergeant D. Garcia here, Danny Garcia as well, which is a part of our victims unit. We do have a couple events that I wanted to recognize, and I'll have Mario talk about one of them, which is coming up, Crime Victims Awareness Week. We're doing an event April 12th here on the venue on the south side of City Hall, and it will be from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. So I'll ask Mario just to say a few words on that.
Good afternoon, Mayor, Commissioners.
Yes,
Just like Chief mentioned, on April 12th, we'll be having this special event, not only for the community of Pharr, but every surrounding communities all over. Just the awareness, the importance of victims who are out there. They're not alone. We're here to help. The city of Pharr has done tremendous work in this area. Not only do we assist citizens of Pharr, but we also assist individuals from other cities. We've helped people from Donna, we've helped people from Edinburgh coming to the city of Pharr for this crime victim. So basically we're gonna have this event, we'll have information tables as well there. We asked other communities out there who, like for instance, DHR, CASA will be there, and different organizations to promote their literature and stuff like that. So this is something big. Since we've been here, since the city of Pharr started with their crime victims department, it's growing, and we're doing tremendous work. Thank you.
great. Thank you.
Yes, Commissioner Itza Flores will be reading the first proclamation.
Were you going to say something else?
Yes, we also have another event. It's called Every Child Matters. In honor of child abuse awareness and in collaboration with the Hidalgo County Violence Task Force, the Pharr Police Department would like to invite the community to join us in placing a pinwheel at the Pharr Police Department. So if you go by the PD right now, we have pinwheels out there to bring awareness to that. So we're inviting the community to do this on April 17th at 3:30 p.m. So we hope to have everyone there for that.
What's with the pinwheel?
Pinwheel, it's in collaboration to bring awareness. The pinwheels is what we're using as a sign of significance to bring awareness to this. Yes, child abuse. Every Well, the theme is Every Child Matters on this one. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Whereas child abuse prevention is a community responsibility and finding solution depends on the involvement of all people, and whereas each year the month of April is set aside in order to recognize the dedicated professionals across our great state who meet families upstream before a crisis occurs and offers them accessible lifelines that mitigate their challenges, and whereas child abuse comes in different forms. It includes physical abuse, neglect, abandonment, emotional abuse, and sexual abuse. And Texas law requires that any person suspecting that a child has been abused or neglected must immediately make a report. And whereas, ultimately, child abuse prevention cannot be relegated to a single community, agency, or system, we each have a role to play as we work together to protect the most vulnerable among us. Behind many healthy, successful families is a strong community that enables them to meet their own needs. And we must work together to strengthen our communities and build accessible, localized support systems. These systems, in turn, contribute to the well-being of the entire community by keeping children safe and families whole. And whereas the City of Pharr and Pharr Police Department encourage everyone to learn more about many ongoing efforts to create positive, healthy environments for children by working together to significantly reduce neglect and child abuse in the years to come. Now, therefore, I, Itza Flores, on behalf of Ambrosio Hernandez, Mayor of the City of Pharr, Texas, by virtue of the authority vested in me, and on behalf of the City Commission, do hereby proclaim the month of April 2023 as National Child Abuse Prevention Month.
I applaud you guys. That's a tough job. I mean, having, that's
Yeah, no, I also
emotionally is very tough.
Yeah, no, I think we actually have some investigation staff in the back that are here for another award, but I also want to thank them also for the hard work that they do. They're the staff that investigates the cases and goes further with it. So I want to thank everywhere from the patrol staff all the way to where there's different processes that take place. It's all team effort that we do here, but at the end it is to make sure that these childs are protected and justice is provided in a case involving a child. So
yeah, it's I stopped doing trauma a while back. It takes a toll on you. With the development of our new children's hospital, you'll probably see me again doing that again. But I stepped back from it for that reason. It's it's a service that's needed from a medical standpoint, from a surgical standpoint as well. But it's just very emotionally draining.
Yes. And
so, but since we have our new children's hospital coming up and opening, you'll probably be seeing me again on that capability, right, in that capacity. I look forward to helping the children out in the family, but I don't look forward for those interactions because they're tough.
Yes, yes.
And and again, my heart goes out to all of you guys for doing a great job.
Thank you.
One more.
We have one?
They're the same recipients.
same
Proclamation proclaiming the month of April 2023 National Sexual Assault Awareness Month, and that will be read by Commissioner Guajardo.
Good afternoon, ladies, gentlemen. Whereas April is Sexual Assault Awareness Month, a time to draw attention to the prevalence of sexual assault and educate individuals and community about how to prevent it. And whereas the theme of Sexual Assault Awareness Month 2023 is drawing connections, prevention demands equity. This April's campaign calls on all individuals, communities, organizations, and institutions to change ourselves and the systems surrounding us to build racial equity and respect, and where sexual harassment, abuse, and assault are widespread problems. In the United States, 1 in 5 women and 1 in 67 men have been raped at some time in their lives. And 1 in 4 girls and 1 in 20 boys is sexually abused by the age of 17. And whereas each of us has the power to change that, together we can make a difference to build inclusive, safe, and respectful communities free from sexual violence. And whereas the City of Pharr joins advocates and communities across the country in proclaiming that together we can reduce sexual violence in our communities and encourage Pharr residents to attend scheduled awareness and education events. Now, therefore, Commissioner Eleazar Guajardo, representing Ambrosio Hernandez, Mayor of the City of Pharr, Texas, by virtue of the authority vested in me and on behalf of the City Commission, do hereby proclaim the month of April 2023 as National Sexual Assault Awareness Month.
Thank you. Now you guys can come out for a picture.
I didn't recognize him, but I couldn't see Smiley. And then they threw me for a loop there.
Get the other guys out here.
Yeah, yeah.
One of them won an award for the fitness challenge.
Chief, thank you. Okay, that wasn't too hard. We're going. 40 minutes in, let's do this. Okay, moving on to next item. 3 public testimony held. Did anybody sign up? Okay, what about item 4, public hearings? Did anybody sign up? No? Okay. Item 5, city manager's report. We do have our city engineer here in the audience in case you guys have any particular questions on the projects.
Nope.
If not, we will do a brief overview of the upcoming city events, and we do have 2 guests here in our audience. If you guys can please join me. From It's Time Texas Community Challenge, we do have Miss Tania Ugalde, and I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name, and Celine
Celine Guerrero, yes.
Guerrero.
Nice.
Thank you for
Welcome.
joining us. We're very happy that you guys are here today.
Yes.
Yes, thank you so much. We bring great news. So thank you all so much for having us here. I'm Celine Guerrero. I'm the South Texas Regional Director, and this is Tania Galdeparra. She's the South Texas Regional Coordinator. We make up the South Texas team here and for It's Time Texas. So a little bit about our organization. We are a nonprofit that works to bring communities like this one and other organizations together to take action that supports health for all now and for generations to come. We believe that Texans, no matter where they live, their age, race, or income, we should all have access to the support and resources and the opportunities to prioritize our health and live our best and healthiest lives. As you know, It's Time Texas hosts the statewide annual community challenge that brings Texans together. For 8 weeks at the beginning of every year, Texans come together for this healthy competition, and we bring together individuals, employers, communities, and school districts to compete. This year we had almost 23,000 Texans from 423 communities across the state registered and earned points. And I do want to add, and I'm very proud of this statistic, of the 23,000 participants, the RGV really represented, and we had 11,185 participants, community challenge participants. So, and also a lot of, for a lot of our categories, the Valley represented greatly. We were in the top 5. And you all were number 1 for your category. So big round of applause. And we just thank you for the partnership. We do want to recognize the city of Pharr. You have been leading your community in health for the past several years. We were not aware, but you have 5, including this one now, 5 first place trophies. So
Right.
Congratulations to you all.
and this is your third year in a row to win the Community Challenge in your category. We do also want to recognize the city employees who also showed up greatly, and among the entire state for organizations, they came in second place. So that is also an amazing feat. Out of the entire state of Texas, the employers came out and placed second.
Nice.
Nice.
Yes, so you all are definitely leading your community and leading by example. And this entire challenge, kicking off the year and prioritizing healthy living is just the beginning. And we hope that the momentum continues as the community strives to live healthier. So we thank you for your participation. I do want to go over some really quick stats. The total number of participants in Pharr was 1,109. The total points earned was an astounding 5,021,250 points. So I think that's a cheer, because that is like
Yeah,
huge.
that's huge.
I can't.
Yeah.
I would keep checking you guys. I'm like, oh my goodness, did they go? It's higher, higher, higher. So, the total number of healthy meals that were logged was 5,078. Total minutes of physical activity was 321,711. Total ounces of water consumed was 498,553. So this year, as the winners for the third year in a row, I am just honored to present you with this recognition for the mid-sized community winner for It's Time Texas Community Challenge. This couldn't have been made possible without the support of city leadership, mayor, and city commissioners who have acted as health champions in this community and led by example. We appreciate your leadership and your dedication to ensuring that your community stays active and participates in the Community Challenge. Congratulations.
Absolutely. Well, we're so excited you're here for many reasons.
Yes.
One, this was the employees, and this was the citizens of Pharr and the business of Pharr, right? They really took it on. We just prodded them a little bit. And for the record, I know the mayor, Norma from Harlingen, said she was going to mop the floor with us. It didn't quite work out in her favor. It turned out exactly the way we thought it was going to turn out. That's right.
I mean, I think at the next kickoff, there could be, some more,
Yeah.
more challenging words
And
exchanged.
we're all friends, right? But
Yes.
I remember that during the city address. So that's why I pointed her out. I was like, remember, it's on. We're going to do this. But no, I'm very delighted at the fact of our administration and, of course, all the people here. This is really your award, right? It really is. And the residents of Pharr should be very ecstatic. And the businesses that participated, this is your award. You did it, right? And we just help you put the platform there. But organizations like you are moving the entire nation forward, especially the state of Texas, where you stand. But thank you for everything you do. Thank you for, getting that competitive edge out there for all of us. And it's extremely vital that everybody stay healthy, no matter what age you are. And every little bit counts.
Definitely.
And you're right, we do have some employees that we're going to be recognizing for their participation. But if you would join us up here so we can take our photo of our, what is it, our fifth, or I forgot?
The fifth first place trophy.
That's right, it is.
Right.
I just like
Third in a row.
you saying that, that's all. I'm sure he does.
Can you hold it? No. Are you allowed to hold it?
How many points did you score? Me rolling out. Three stocks rolling around.
And before we move on, also under the city manager's report, we want to make sure that we recognize those. We had a lot of employees that participated, but we had some very active champions within. So we want to make sure that you guys know that your efforts do not go unnoticed. So we have a very small token of appreciation for you guys here. We have first, second, and third place.
Yes.
You want to announce third or first, or what are you doing first?
I'm going to announce first.
Okay. You do.
So,
You guys come up and join us on the podium so we can also take a picture with you guys, please.
So, there's definitely a very competitive atmosphere within the Rio Grande Valley, and you can really see it in our city. And some of these people were just absolutely documenting everything they did, and that's good. And you would see them in the hall, you see them in a cafe, some in a restaurant, or in trails, you would see them. And this guy was over the top, to say the least. So first place for his time in Texas goes to, excuse me, Omar Badillo. Is he here?
Yes. Join us, Omar. Come up. Come up. You're doing individuals first?
Yes, I'm
Okay. You guys, vayan. Pues ya que van. Don't go too far, so you can take my picture. And then you have your second over there.
Yes. We'll have to see. All right, good. Okay, time for Texas. Second place, of course, without a doubt, Oscar de Leon.
Public
There it
utilities.
is. Not to be left behind, right?
Así yo, ¿verdad? Ya que.
Oh, thank you, sir. Congratulations, sir. Great. Felicito, familia. Thank you.
Congratulations, brother.
What? Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Where is he? Is he here? Okay. So it's time for Texas. Third place winner, of course, from our Pharr Police Department. Miguel, yeah, I know. Miguel Llerena. No trade, sir. No, sir. No trade.
And then can we get a group picture with
Yeah,
the other two winners? And you guys, all the elected officials, please. Sorry. Eh?
All the bags. Any trophies? Congratulations, sir. Salute.
Okay.
Of course, yes.
Unlike this year, I didn't participate on the East Time Texas, but I sure did last year. I want to say to the community and the employees who did not participate this year, for them to look forward to doing next year, it's obviously that the great leadership of our mayor has been able to promote not just the community but its employees into staying fit, staying healthy, and he just not been able to do it by showing a great example with East Time Texas, but also with the creation of parks and bike trails that are coming. So it is to show the interest. Even though he's a doctor, you may think he wants people to get sick and get money, right? But he does not. Instead, he's looking into the health of the community. So I just want to give special thanks to the mayor for his great leadership on that.
Thank you, boss. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay, and last but not least, under city manager's report, we do have a video that we wanted to show with the community. We had a very successful event this Saturday. We had our Easter egg hunt and extravaganza, and for the first time ever, a citywide scavenger hunt that I want to say it generated around 500 door swings for our local businesses with all the participation that we had. So I don't want to steal the thunder of the amazing media team that we have, but let's see what they have for us today.
Another one for the books. The city of Pharr hosted its first ever citywide scavenger hunt, an adventurous addition to the annual Easter extravaganza. Over 20 teams participated in cracking the Golden Egg riddles, making 10 stops in 10 local Pharr businesses.
The riddles were fun. They were fun because we were trying to figure out, seeing if there was like any hidden messages within the wording.
Oh my God, it was so much fun running in the businesses and seeing the business owners root us on and taking pictures, and excited for us as well.
The top 3 winners took home cash prizes, and the Golden Egg holders also received unique stained glass eggs created by a local artist.
Loved the whole process of creating it, and the finished products were just beautiful. My assistant, Mariana Prado, is the one who drew the designs, and then we broke them down and built them back up.
So I was really excited to create something that portrayed that whimsical colorfulness, and especially with glass, you know, it can really lend itself.
A 2-in-1 celebration that Pharr leaders believe brings families and communities together.
También hemos visto la gente bien interesada, y lo más importante es que los negocios que participaron pudieron darle saber a la gente que existen aquí en Pharr.
Well, it was very exciting to be part of it. It was a very, very nice event. I could tell in their faces they were excited about, you know, the hunt.
The scavenger hunt brought in a lot of people who hopefully will come back, shop here, and tell their friends all about us.
Well, that's the exact point of doing it. It's not only to keep people entertained, get them out, be active, be social, but we actually want people to understand that Pharr is more than what you see, a lot more. There's a lot of things to do, a lot of people to visit, a lot of places to eat, shop, and we want you to understand the quality of life that exists in Pharr. What better way for you to actually appreciate that, but to actually be there, feel it, touch it, and that's the goal behind it.
Happy Easter! Bye.
Thank you to our media team. You guys always outdo yourselves with our videos.
Thank the staff for their donations.
Oh yes, and I want to say thank you to everybody who participated in the Golden Eggs. For years now, the libraries has had this tradition where all the Golden Eggs have a little bit of cash, coins, bills, Benjamins. So now they've extended that initiative, and they invite the directors, assistant directors, or elected officials, and anybody else who wants to participate and put a little bit of monies for the kids. We see their face lights up when they open and they see candy, and they like it, and then they open a golden egg and they see cash, and you see their eyes bright. So thank you, everybody. Thank you to all the staff that participated. I know it was a Saturday morning, it was early, but thank you, everybody, for all your efforts, because you guys continue to put out the best events.
You did. And thank you to the staff again for, you don't have to donate. I know you guys did just out of kindness of your heart, and you didn't have to do it, but trust me, when you saw those children, they opened up their eggs, and they hit me in the head with confetti, don't get me wrong, they still had that, but when they saw those different eggs, they were very excited. Obviously I did the large golden ones are mine, right, for my personal, and they left a little message inside of them, but they all knew it was all coming from people from Pharr, and I think that's what really, when people would come up to me and say, why did they do this? I say, well, that's the employees. That's how people feel about you. That's their own money. And mine, mine is mine. I can do what I want with my money. I said, but at the end of the day, we just want you to have a little bit extra fun. And they really enjoyed that. They really took it personal that you guys would take it as a community. You take it so personal and do that. So kudos to you. The energy was incredible. They're very competitive. I'm telling you, I'm glad I didn't participate, because I probably would have been worse than them. I would have pushed people around, because I wanted those stained glasses. They look very nice. They're one of a kind, unique pieces. They'll never be reproduced. And so historically, it means a lot. So congratulations to all the winners, all the participants. They weren't all just from Pharr. It's a great event, and I look forward to next year.
Yes.
So.
Awesome. Thank you. Well, that concludes the city manager's report, and we'll be moving on to item number 6, consent agenda. All items under consent agenda are considered to be routine and non-controversial by the governing body and will be enacted in one motion.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It passes.
Item 7A, consideration and action of any on ordinance amending ordinance number O-2023-11, appointing presiding and alternate judges for the general municipal election on Saturday, May 6, 2023, and this will be adopted in one reading, and staff recommends approval.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It passes.
7B, consideration and action of any on resolution authorizing emergency hiring for Public Utilities Department.
Okay.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It passes.
Item 8A, consideration and action of any on the revised proposal expenditure allocation budget from the American Rescue Plan Act, ARPA funding.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It passes.
9A, consideration and action of any on 380 Comprehensive Economic Stimulus Agreement as a part of the Residential Incentive Program for the property legally described as Arnold Grove Subdivision, Pharr, Hidalgo County, Texas.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It passes.
9B, consideration and action of any on change order number 2 with Asago Construction LLC in the amount of $121,359.62 for the PSJ Tri-City Sidewalk Safety Pedestrian Safety Improvement Project Phase 1.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It passes.
9C, consideration and action of any on agreement with Blaze Stack Inc. for a subscription for fire investigation case management software for the use by the fire department in the amount of $2,000.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It passes.
9D, consideration action of any authorizing city manager to negotiate and enter into a contract with STX Underground LLC from Brownsville, Texas for the fiber optic network phase 6 project through the interlocal purchasing system TIPS cooperative contract 211001.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It passes.
9E, consideration and action of any authorizing city manager to negotiate and enter into an agreement with the engineer on the approved professional engineering service pool for a traffic signal study for the intersection of Sugar Road and Minnesota Road.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It passes.
9F, consideration and action of any authorizing city manager to negotiate and enter into an agreement with an engineer on the approved professional engineering service pool for a traffic study for the intersection of FM 495 and Veterans Boulevard.
Move to approve.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It passes.
9G, consideration and action of any on JOT Form Software Service Agreement for digital form software in the amount of $10,224.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It passes.
Motion to adjourn.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It passes. We are adjourned time 5 o'clock. Thank you, everybody.
We do have small refreshments to celebrate our win of It's Time Texas
Oh,
here on the
great.
second floor. You guys are more than welcome to join us. Please stop by and get some healthy snacks.
Taco de mollejos.